He kōna ipurangi tēnei nā te reo irirangi o Aotearoa.
Kia ora, welcome to In Case You Missed It. I'm Jennifer. Tane is away this week. It's time to ignite the fire with a look at what's been happening here in Aotearoa and overseas. Planet Earth experienced the 2 hottest days since records began this week, with the average temperature hitting 17.18 degrees Celsius on Wednesday, breaking a record set only the day before. Records have only been kept since 1979, but climate scientists say it's likely to have been the world's hottest day in several hundred years.
We're going to see these temperatures continue to increase over time unless we stop emitting greenhouse gases.
This comes after meteorologists announced that January was New Zealand's wettest month in history since records began. Have you ever used a smartphone or smartwatch while you're at school? Well, soon, kids in the Netherlands won't be able to. From the start of next year, mobile phones, tablets and smartwatches will be banned in school in a bid to help cognitive skills and concentration. There will be some exceptions and devices can still be used in digital skills classes. At the end of the year, they will review the decision and see if it has made much of a difference. What's your Lego collection like? Well, one Auckland man who obviously never grew out of his love for Lego was arrested this week over the theft of over 24 Lego sets from an Auckland toy store. Waitemata East Area Commander, Inspector Stephen Sager, says that the man stole a large number of Lego sets between April 27th and June 1st. In the world of artificial intelligence, chatbots can now write in te reo Māori and even compose karakia or prayer if prompted. ChatGPT, owned by American company OpenAI, now has the ability to write complete essays, poems and emails in te reo Māori. However, experts warn the technology could be doing more harm than good when it comes to ensuring the future of the language, with concerns that te reo Māori could be exploited.
These conglomerates could use our language and actually assign incorrect meanings or mispronunciations and totally change the reo as we know it today.
Now, is your ego good or bad? Your ego can be a great thing, but it can also be damaging depending on your situation and how you're using it. Check this out.
Everyone has an ego. Your ego is your conscious mind, the part of you that you consider yourself. It's that little voice in your head that sometimes helps you out or sometimes trips you up. Imagine 2 different people walking into a crowded room. One person's ego says, everyone is looking at me because I'm so good looking. The other person's ego says, everyone is looking at me because I look terrible. Both people are wondering what the group is thinking. Their ego is making up a story to fill in the gaps of their knowledge. Your ego can be a good thing though when it protects you. For instance, if someone calls you stupid, your ego might think, I am definitely not stupid. This person is just trying to make me feel bad about myself. But when the ego gets out of control, it can be a very bad thing. For instance, if you do something hurtful to someone else, an out-of-control ego might think, it doesn't matter if that person feels bad because I'm more important than they are. Some people have a huge ego, and that usually means their ego is out of control. In an ideal world, everyone's egos would be healthy and balanced, like a best friend that looks after your feelings and protects you from the bullies, but who also tells you when you're being a bit of an idiot.
Nope, not for me.
The trick is to get to know your ego and how it works. When your ego makes you angry, jealous, big-headed, or feel bad about yourself, stop. Why are you thinking and feeling like this? Is your ego playing tricks on you? Well, tell it to pull its head in, because you are bigger and more powerful than your ego.
Oh yeah!
You control it. Your ego shouldn't control you.
Harry McCleary from Donaldson's Dairy. Ring a bell? Well, this iconic series of books this week turned 40. Stories of the badly behaved dog going on adventures with his friends have captivated young and old for decades. He's the creation of Kiwi author and literary royalty, Linley Dodd. More than 11 million copies have been sold, with it also being translated into several languages. Well, that's us for this week. Have a great weekend. Hei kona.
This podcast was made with funding from the Public Interest Journalism Fund.